Guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Wimbledon. If you are still enjoying the series, please do smash the crap out of that like button. Just destroy it. That would be awesome. If we could get 400, that would be fantastic. Anyway, so this month we've only had a few games to go, of course. We had all 3 games at home, so I was hoping for some good form. We've basically had the form of a traffic light, and I'll show you guys what I mean in a sec. Oh, he's gone around his man. That's not good at all. Low cross in, and that's a simple finish. And somehow, oh, it's over the line in the end. I think it's an own goal from Anderson. It is. We trail at home to Reading, and it just goes out wide for Toure. He's got a lot of space. Loveridge is in there, and that is 1-1, and a deserved equaliser from Wimbledon. And we're back in the game here, and back into the top half again. Looks to whip it across. Does. Oh, it's gone in off of McShane, I think. It's 2-1 to Wimbledon, and it's a McShane own goal. 2 own goals in the same game we lead. There we go. Wimbledon 2, Reading 1. A hard-fought win against 10 men in the end. Toure's got loads of space and a goal. Really, really bad play, just in general, to allow them to do that. We've been looking decent, but then that was shocking. In for Loveridge. Loveridge has scored. There we go. 1-1 here. Brilliant stuff. Perfect goal, perfect turnaround. Here we go, 1-1. A very fair result given the game, basically. Oh, Van Wolfswinkel's in, and it's a goal. 88 minutes in, and we've done so well today and probably should have scored earlier, and we've now fallen 1-0 down at home. Here we go, a very disappointing 1-0 defeat at home to QPR. We had a really good chance to win it, and then they've gone and won it. Right, so as you can see, form-wise, we beat Reading, which was fantastic. Then we drew against Brighton, which I think was a fair result. And against QPR, we were a little bit unlucky. I think we had the one really good chance of the game, which Lyle Taylor spooned. I say spooned, he actually got a good shot where the keeper managed to save it, which was disappointing. We probably should have beaten QPR, but there you go. Swings and roundabouts and all that jazz. Now, jazz hands. So we're 3 points off the playoffs still. That's the way I'm looking at it. And we are, what's that? 13 points away from the relegation zone. We're looking, actually, interestingly good for a top half finish at the moment. Top half is top 12, but we're only a point away from the bottom half and QPR. So it's still looking a bit interesting. We've only drawn 3 times all season. So 15 wins and 15 defeats. It's been very much hit and miss, as you can tell. Albrighton is still bombing away with those assists, so 19. And yeah, none of our players, apart from Jake Reeves, who's just clinging on to the 3rd best player in the league role there, are still sort of available in that sense. We're going to do a question today. Today's question is this. What is the lowest rating you've seen for a player on your team? Now, and do, of course, put your lowest in the comments and tell me what the hell happened there. Now, some of you will have already seen this before. When I played against Completely Chaz, who, if you haven't already, do go check out his channel. He's doing a great save with Dynamo Dresden over in the German 3rd tier. So do go check that out. I might put a link. I probably can put a link, but if not, Completely Chaz or Chaz. Make yourself known in the comments. People will go and check it. I honestly urge you guys to check him out. But yeah, I was playing a draft match against him. And in the first half, Danny Rose, I had to yank him off because he was on a 4.7, I think. It was one of the lowest ratings I've seen, particularly for the first half of a game. He made 2 mistakes leading to goals in that match, and that's the lowest I've actually seen on one of my players for a while. But let me know what your worst is. I think I had a player get a 2, but that wasn't for me. It was for an opposing team on my Red Star save when we beat a team from Liechtenstein like 13-0 or something. He got like a 2.3 or something. I believe that's the case. That might be wrong, but I'm pretty certain that's what happened. Anyway, let's take a little look at the stats. So far this month, top scorer at the moment is James Loveridge, who is going to be out for 6 weeks though, which is a problem. We've still not got anyone who's really thumping in the goals, but we've had a lot of rotation, so we've actually got a lot of people with a lot of goals. So Loveridge has 11, Taylor with 10, Fabio 9, Murphy with 8, Jake Reeves with 7. Jake Reeves has been great. Assists wise, it's still Franken, but he may miss. We've had a few injuries and suspensions, as you can see, so it's a little bit annoying in that sense. Best player over this has got to be Jake Reeves though. Pass completion, Colin Murphy actually does really well at keeping the ball when he actually plays and makes some really solid passes. Over the last few matches though, it's probably James Loveridge actually with a 7.54 in some relatively testing form, to say the least. As you can see, some players that have played a lot, like Lyle Taylor, look at that, 6.44 over his last few matches. He has gone back to Lyle. He really does seem to have half a season in him, and the thing is, we're playing in the Championship, we're going to need to replace these guys soon. These guys are basically League 2 strikers, and they're performing that kind of level in the Championship, so to be fair, in the summer, we're going to have to go out and look and try and get one really, really good striker. Probably going to get the deep line forward role, though, because I want Colin Murphy to eventually become our main advanced forward role striker, because I think he's got the potential to do so. So, let's get into the game. We're playing against Leicester today. They're playing a 4-4-2. Now, I've been tinkering, of course, with stuff during the month as things have gone by, but against Brighton, we very nearly sort of succeeded in doing that, but in the end, it just wasn't to be. So, we're going to go with Taylor, Fabio, Kovacic, Shenton, Reeves, Verlinden, Toure, Byrne, Anderson. Apparently, right, I know that, because I just assumed it was Anderson, and people have told me it's Anderson, but from what I can tell, it's like it's a very soft D, so it's not really pronounced, but it's sort of implied, so it's like Anderson. like almost like the two ends are separately pronounced, like a diphthong in like other Scandinavian languages like Finnish, where if there's two vowels together, both of them are pronounced. I believe that's how it works. So I almost feel like it's Anderson. Like there's a real rhythm to it, and that seems to be the best thing I can think of as to how to pronounce it, because it feels weird saying just Anderson. But hey, there we go. Let me know if that is correct. Am I doing it right with the little diphthong thing? Right, we don't want the camera to change. We want the replays on, and we want to jump into this game. I don't think we're going to get anything from this game. They've got an incredibly good side. I mean, look, Ryan Mason, we have Mahrez is still there, Gökhan Inler, Jeffrey Schlupp, Chico, different Chico, I assume. Oh, no, it is Chico. Hugo Basto, Benyasco, Kasper Schmeichel, Iwobi, this Josipovic guy. I mean, he looks like the Don of this league. Okay, his defending stats apparently are awful, but still, I think he looks quality. Hamer, Ferreira, Max Clayton, Kanyas, Emerson, and Niguez. It's going to be very, 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 very difficult. And as we saw in the other game against Leicester, which we lost 5-2. But we also proved that we can raise ourselves for these big matches. So you just never know. We're away from home. We're at the King Power Stadium, and we'll just see what we can come up with. You just never know what we're capable of. We've done some ridiculous things, winning away at Nottingham Forest, winning away at Blackburn. These have all happened to us this season, so you never know. Reeves, oh, that's a lovely play actually. Taylor, he will get dragged off though if he's playing poorly, which he may end up doing because he's, well, Lyle Taylor. Unfortunately, lately he's just been so bad. And that's the problem when, you've got these sort of strikers that just aren't up to the code in this league. But, we're still achieving results with them. And that's the main thing, really, for me. Yeah, okay. So the squad definitely is probably one of the weakest, if not the weakest, in this entire division. But does that matter? No. Because with the right tactics and the right changes during the games, you can get every last inch. Oh, Iwobi's done them both there. He's got them. That's surely not going to be a goal. You can get every last ounce of energy and quality out of the players you've got, and that's an important thing to be able to do, because to me, if you can do that with Wimbledon and manage to Iwobi's in, no, ball back across, and Josipovic is in there, the top scorer in the entire division with his 23rd goal of the season, and he's called Zoran, not quite Zorro. He still seems like the type of bloke that would carve his name into someone's shirt with a sword, because that's the type of person now. So we're a goal down. It's 15 minutes in. We've got a lot of the ball so far, and I wonder if we can make use of that later on, but I don't want to overdo it with the changes just yet, because it could just be a flash-in-the-pan incident. Seems unlikely, though. Leicester are probably, in fact, evidently going to... Well, I say that. They've actually struggled a bit of late, but they do have a game in hand as well, so I don't know. I feel like they'll win this league pretty comfortably. Right, okay, so that's come up again. Now, it's weird that they say that to do with the mentalities. I assume that's because... Right, Inler's a defender, that we can't do much about that. Usually what happens when I get that notification is I go to Fabio and I go, all right, fine, play as a false 9, create that little bit more of a, well, don't create the space, but create a little bit more nuisance of yourself in those areas. So we've had a few more shots, but I just don't think we're going to have the quality to get past a team like Leicester today. Iwobi, good tackle. Kavarik can't quite get to the second ball though, and oh, dearie me, Thomas. Just, yeah. I can't even be asked to make a Thomas the Tank Engine joke, because, let's face it, he doesn't deserve it. Mahrez is going to step up, and frankly, we've actually, look at that, we've kind of matched them for shots so far. I just feel like 2-0 down would be very harsh right about now. Go on, Danny. Yes! Oh, no, back man. There we go. Wow, that is an incredible piece of goalkeeping. Mahrez with the strike, and it's a bit of a poor penalty, to be honest, but is that going to be the moment that we start to rejuvenate ourselves in this game? We're going to get to half-time, take a look at what we're doing. It's been very even so far. Maybe we're even a little bit lucky. I'm going to tell them that they're doing all right, because the fact is they actually are. We're playing quite well. What are Leicester doing? Now, I've got a few more of these things turned on at the same time, so they're very central here. There's a huge gap in here, which I'm hoping that if we can get Fabio to sort of sit in a little bit more, might be quite nice. They're definitely preferring the left wing, although they've got crosses in from both in sort of equal measure. In terms of clear-cut chances, that's not a clear cut. I'm sorry, you're never going to score from there. It's total crap. I wish that wouldn't count. To me, if you're on the goal line, you're not going to score, right? Unless you're Sergio Aguero, like, one time ever. So, how are we doing for our sort of situation? Look at that. But then again, we do play out from the back, so there's a lot of that. And I'm assuming... I don't know. That's really bizarre. I actually looked at the heat map after the Forest game to see where they what their heat map looked like after I made the changes. Most of their heat map was in the centre circle from them taking the kickoff. We've had more key passes than them too, but I will just take a quick gander. So what I'm thinking is perhaps looking down this right-hand side where they don't seem to be that strong. So maybe we'll take a look. No, it'll be our left. So let's go down the left-hand side. I'm thinking... It's annoying that we can't bring Frankham on because he's got that better defensive stats. Just going to take a quick look at their passing, though, just to make sure that there's no one really standing. Okay, so Inler... Okay, well, let's get Inler marked up while we can here. So let's get... Okay, no, they've moved him into midfield, interestingly. Unless he was starting in midfield and I'm just an idiot. We're going to close him down, get him off the ball a little bit. We're also going to go into the overview, and we're going to go and attack down that left-hand side a little bit more. I'm actually going to look for the overlap, get my fullbacks forward a little bit more in this second half. We've got a little bit more possession, so I'm actually going to push the tempo a little bit higher, and that could do it for now. But what I really want to try and do is get a player into that space. But we can maybe investigate that in the second half. If things are still... Because there's a lot of gap with their heat map in between their back four and their centre mids, and I wonder if we can get... Okay, please tell me he's been marked. Always close him down, because it's getting on my nerves there with him in all this space and able to just run at us like that. We want to make sure he, of all people, is not allowed to do that. Tabano, great tackle from Granderson. This second half is going to be a case of the same sort of chess that we're used to playing. So we'll see how it goes for a little while, and then we'll make that change to maybe try and plug the gap, take another look at the heat map, see if we can't work our way around them as well. We did it against Forest. Can we do it again against Leicester here? We're a goal down. We love coming from behind. We've rescued a lot of points from losing positions this year. Iwobi's got the pace, though, and he's going to go straight through and score. The defender just wasn't good enough, and Alex Iwobi is an incredibly good player, and Leicester are just better. I think that's what it is. As much as we could probably out-tactics them in this game, they've got players of a higher look at that. He's just screwed Anderson there, and bang into the net, straight through the goalkeeper's legs. I mean, you know, I think on the night, and in general in their squad, they're just a better team. They're doing more with the same sort of chances, basically, and that's just, you know, how it's going to be sometimes. So, interestingly... They must be playing it short from the back now. Let's just take a little look from half-time and see how things have been in the second half. So, still very... Whereas we're way more spread out, notice. There's a lot more of us. Now then, it's hard to tell because we've only played 63 minutes, but I'm still thinking that this little gap here, that they seem to have plugged that a little bit, but they are playing it short, I would suggest now. So that makes me think if we close down their short goalkeeper distribution and actually start closing them down a bit more, really try and work hard in this second half to bring about some changes. Let's see what we've got in the tank. Torre's gone through the back there. I don't really know what happened there. It was very, very strange. It looked like they were about to get themselves a chance. And, okay, so yellow card. Let's just confirm the changes. I don't know why they weren't confirmed anyway. Right, so changes. Lau Taylor's been shit. Shocker. Oliver Shenton's already on the pitch. We're lacking a bit in fitness levels. I'm just thinking, perhaps, with Valinda looking furious, I'm actually tempted to get George Frankham on. I know that sounds stupid because he's not fully fit, but he's got more of a defensive mind, and we're looking very frustrated at this point. And I'm just wondering if maybe we get Barcham on as well. Because Kovaric's not had a good game. I'm going to make a triple sub here. Dangerous, I know. But I'm also going to do a team talk to tell them to calm down, because they're looking frustrated and furious. So we're going to just tell them to calm down. Or do I want to do it calmly? Should we do it calmly? Let's calmly tell them to calm down and see what we can do. Let's just put it onto attacking, though, for these final few minutes. I just don't think we're going to be able to mastermind our way through this match, unfortunately. Leicester are just a very, very good side. And looks like they're about to grab a third. Oh, wow, okay. That would have been a very simple goal for them to score, to be honest. I'm surprised they've not taken their chance. They've just been the better side, but I feel we've done okay against them, to be honest. It could have certainly been a lot worse for us, let's put it that way. It's certainly not as bad as the 5-2 at home, is it? You never know, we might even get one back here. Barcham. And again, with the stupid fucking throw-ins. I don't know, Iwobi's going to put this in. The throw-ins have come back again for some reason, even though... I don't know what that is. None of my defenders are set to take throw-ins. I'm set for having 2 players back at all times, so I really have no idea what it is. Look, there's 2 back now. So why was there not 2 back before? And neither of the 2 players that are set to stay back are set to take the throw-ins. Granderson, go on, get that ball in. Fabio's header, and it's in the back of the net from Fabio. He's not scored in bloody ages, but there he is. I don't think he's actually scored a goal for us since he got 4 against Blackburn, like 2 episodes ago. But we're back in the game slightly here. Lovely play from Granderson getting forward. We do need a better fullback, though, but he's doing a decent job. Lovely little scooped pass. Fabio rises higher, and the Leicester City... Well, Schmeichel in yoga pants could not make the save, and it is 2-1. Right. Is there any last little changes that we could spot about the way Leicester play that we can use to our advantage? We've actually, look at that, 21 key passes today. Where are mostly they coming from? Interestingly, they're going down the right. So maybe we should actually then, for these last 10 minutes, should we just flip this on them and try and go down this right-hand side with Frankham, get him some ball? We've got the overlap on already. Okay, I'm actually going to go... Oh, we're already on overload. Let's just try this for this final few minutes. You know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I still feel we've done an okay job here away at Leicester City. We're coming back. We've done okay today. It's been not the worst performance in the world. I just think that Leicester are just a better side. There you go. Leicester City 2, Wimbledon 1. I think for the most part, we've been decent today. I'm still going to be angry with them just to try and get some kind of, you know, okay, fine. A couple of them might get demotivated. That's fine. But for the most part, it's done the job. We've done okay today. We can be proud of some of the way we've played, to be honest. So in the next episode, I'm trying to think what the next game's going to be. I think we've got like 3 or 4 episodes left in the season, basically. We'll just take a little gander. And that is unless we manage to pull off the miracle that is getting into the playoffs. But I just don't see that happening. I still think we're going to finish in the bottom half come the end of the actual season. If this bloody thing would hurry up and... get us to the next page. Right, okay, that seems to have got slower and slower lately. Right, oh, that's right, I said I was going to do the Leeds game. So, we're going to do West Ham, Sunderland, Norwich, Hull. There's some tough games in there, but West Ham have struggled a bit lately. Sunderland have doing well. Norwich are falling a little bit. Hull aren't too bad either, and Leeds are doing decent too. So that's going to be a tough one. Anyway, guys, if you've liked what you've seen, please do obliterate the like button. That'd be amazing. And yeah, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in your Xbox. Well, I suppose if you're watching it on an Xbox, it's probably true. In your inbox every single day at 7 o'clock. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for an away game at Ellen Road against Leeds. That's gonna be a toughie. We need to get some form back soon. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.